Hello, everyone. This is George with WWF Old School Talk, and I'm on the phone with Mr. Eric Sims from ESS Promotions. How are you, Eric?
Ain't no BS. It's ESS. I'm doing just fine. Just finished my DDP Yoga. Feeling good. Got my energy, and ready to talk for a little bit.
Good, good. So, how's DDP Yoga working out for you?
Oh, it's fantastic. I see what he did to Jake Roberts and Scott Hall and some other people. And I needed to get back in shape, so I picked up his program. And it's just, I've been doing it, and it's I feel good. I'm down a little bit of weight, getting a little more flexibility, and I feel good.
Yeah, very good.
I really feel good.
Yeah, I saw your
I
face.
can't do every one of the movements yet,
Oh.
but all for the stuff that I can do, I feel good. I'm doing good. I'm gonna get myself back in shape.
So yoga is pretty much for anybody? You don't have to be an athlete or anything like that?
No, you don't have to be. Listen, as long as you can walk,
Mm-hmm.
you can do yoga.
Okay, good.
You do it at your own pace, and if you fall, you get back up. You do what you can do. Not everybody can do everything.
Right,
But
right.
you do what you can do, and sooner or later, once you keep doing it, you get stronger and stronger, and you can do how they do it.
I see.
But you modify it to what your body type is and what your body will allow you to do.
Great. All right, I was going to ask you, when did you become a wrestling fan?
Well, back in 1977, that's you do the math. It's about 35 years ago, somewhere
Right.
around there.
Yeah, I was
All
born
right.
in '79.
Yeah. So how old are you?
I'll be 34 this year.
Yeah. So it's almost 36 years ago.
Right.
I was in the fourth grade in the elementary school, and my friend, told me, "Hey, there's a big match on at the Garden, Bob Backlund versus Greg Valentine, and hey, watch wrestling Saturday nights at midnight." So Saturday night at midnight, I watched wrestling. I fell in love with it. I said, "This is what I want to do for the rest of my life." And I'm in fourth grade, so I mean, it's yada yada yada. So 36 years later, I'm living the dream. And I made it.
And how were you lucky enough to meet the Iron Sheik?
Well, like I said, I started watching in 1977. Fast forward to like 1985, like late 85, early 86. I was able to break in. I was introduced to the business. I broke, a bunch of kids. I was only around 16 or 17 years old over back then. And then, so I met two kids at an independent wrestling show who now professionally, known as Chris Candido, who's not with us anymore,
Right.
and Balls Mahoney, John Reckner.
Mm-hmm.
So we just became friends, and we just started going to shows, and they sort of broke me into the business and this and that. And a year later, I was able to run my first show, which is Abdul the Butcher versus David Schultz in a steel cage. That was back in 1987. And then after that, we brought the Iron Sheik in a year later, and I just met up, and we just met, we became friends, and I've been with him ever since, and we're 25 years together.
Very good. How's the Iron Sheik
So,
doing right now?
His knee and ankle are bothering him. He's holding his own, but he's 70 years old, and the wears and tears of
Right.
the wrestling business is catching up to him.
Right.
But he's doing the best. He's doing the best he can. He gets around a little bit, walks with the cane, the walker. But he's still the Iron Sheik.
Yeah. Does he still do the comedy tours? I was telling you I attended the Killers of Comedy a couple years ago here in Houston, and he was actually the main guy. He closed the show that night, and everybody was laughing.
Yeah, not too much anymore.
No.
It's just it's hard for him to travel now because of his health.
Mhm.
So, he does very limited appearances now.
Yeah. I've become a pretty good friend with Ahmed Johnson. Do you remember Tony Norris?
Yeah. I don't know what happened to him, but yeah, I know. He was a big star back in that era.
Yeah, he wanted me to say hello.
Is he living down in that area now?
Yeah, we live in a suburb named Katy, Texas, and he literally lives 10 minutes away from me.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah, he wanted to make sure I said hi to the Iron Sheik. So,
Absolutely.
yeah, he shared
Absolutely. I will pass it. I'll pass it. Is he still doing anything with wrestling?
Well, he had back surgery, and he was actually hospitalized for 8 months.
Uh-huh.
And right now he's retired. I don't think he told me he hasn't had a wrestling match in 10 years.
Yeah, does he still do, well, I'll talk to you privately off the air.
Sure, I'll definitely give you info. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll talk to you privately
Sure,
off the air
no
about
problem.
that. Yeah.
Is the Iron Sheik going to do any future shoot interviews? I own every shoot interview you and Iron Sheik have done together.
Have we entertained you with all of, you got all the RF shoots and the kayfabe commentary shoots?
Sir, not only me, but like tenants who aren't wrestling fans, you guys have become household names in my house.
Awesome. Thank you thank you very much.
Sure. I think my favorite was where Honky Tonk, New Jack, and Iron Sheik did the three-man.
Worlds collide.
Volume 2?
Yeah. Here's an interesting backstory on that one. Okay. They were all, obviously they were all crazy drunk, whatever. They had more stuff going on than what you know, than what meets the what was filmed. But they were fucked up.
Yeah.
But anyway, so when everybody was mooning or dropping their pants and stuff, so the Iron Sheik was totally fucked up. He drops his pants, and I'm his caretaker. I'm there making sure he's okay.
Right.
So everybody's moving. So but he drops the front. So now I got to pick his pants up. So now I'm in this situation already. Okay. So do I pick his pants up facing forward, which is, you get the picture that way,
right?
Or do I go from behind and pick the pants up from behind? Now you get the gist. They're both bad, but what's the worst of the two evils?
Probably from the front.
Right. So I did it from the back. I went to pick his pants up from the back, which is probably what you saw on tape. It's like it's a bad dilemma. I mean, it's just I don't want to be caught on film picking up from the front. I mean, it's just not probably not a good thing or good idea to be seen like that.
Yeah.
So but it was a fun night. We got kicked out of the hotel.
I remember that.
We got RF got the room somehow. Conned or worked his way to get the free room over there, so we're in there, and they were making a mess, and then whatever. There's some party, whatever going on in there. So the owner of the hotel comes and throws us out. So we have to cut the interview. We have to cut the interview short, and then I got to get Sheik back to the hotel to his room, which he just gave. So he goes to New Jack's room and won't get off of New Jack's bed or whatever. And then Jim Neidhart comes in, and Sheik's all messed up. He just didn't remember. When he gets on the drugs, gets into his party ways. He's just just a different person. So it's just, it was just a really fun night that night, And I'm one that, I don't drink or do smoke or do any, I'm straight edge. So
right, I'm the same
way. I'm trying to control or just try to keep us all out of jail, basically. Because I'm going in talking to the manager and this and that, trying to calm everything down because he's ready to call the cops. So RF had to pay the room, so Ron paid the room tab there or whatever, whatever. We all got out and just went to rooms and yada yada yada. And it's just, and that was the night, and we shot that the night of it was I think the first Sinomania convention, and it was the first Sinomania convention a couple of years ago, back in 2000, I don't know, 7. Somewhere around it. It's about 6 years ago this happened.
Right.
And it's just, when you have a convention and all wrestlers getting in town and everybody together all at once, everybody goes and drinks, parties, it's a way to catch up with everybody. So, the party was on. And it could make for a fun night or it can make for a very rough night. Depending on who you are and what you do, because I'm pretty straight-laced, all business, and just get in, do the business, get out, and not too much with the party. Even though I'm around it, I'll be there, but I'm not so much partake so much in stuff, just whatever. And it's just one of those nights.
Yeah.
It was just one of those nights.
I assure you, for the fans watching, it was a fun night.
It was a fun night.
For us.
You just have no idea what we went through. It just was a fun. It was just one of those nights. One of the nights that you will never forget, as long as as long as I will never forget. It's just one of those nights. So.
And you were also on the Howard Stern show with Iron Sheik. How was that?
Yeah, that was fun. We went, we went on the Farrell show, which is the on the Howard Network. Scott Farrell had a sports talk show at nighttime, and Sheik went on, and Sheik was right at the time doing all the humbling stuff and all the wacky saying all this crazy shit. So he went on and hit a home run with that. So they got the tapes over to Howard, and I got to call. That 2-3 weeks later, I got a call. And we set it up. We set it up for Sheik to come in and do his thing, which is, to me, getting on the Howard Stern show is the biggest. For me, one of the biggest things. I'm a huge Stern fan, and the largest radio show in the country, or the most popular. However you want to look at it, it's Howard Stern.
Right. I've been a fan all my life, just like professional wrestling.
It's Howard Stern. You do have, you don't get any higher in the radio business than Howard Stern.
Right.
So we got on there, and Howard did his thing. I was trying to get through to them to get me in the studio, not so much to get me over because I'm small pea in the pod type thing, but the Iron Sheik and I are the act.
Right.
How he's the star. I'm the inept agent that can't do anything right, but really behind the scenes I'm doing everything right. But I'm the no good agent though that gets mocked on all the time. So and we can feed off each other's stuff to do. That's our act. But it didn't. It took us like maybe I didn't get in until maybe the second or third time on Stern show. I didn't get on there. So I got in, the second or third time, and then we were able to, hit our magic, and it really worked out.
Yeah.
It worked out. So it was. I use everything as a stepping stone, So I do Howard Stern. That opened the door to Killers of Comedy. So we did a little bit of Killers of Comedy, and that that was a little fun thing. And then I was hoping to use that as a stepping stone to something else. It's just with the Sheik, he's just such a character that it's sometimes you got to stay focused on the business to get where we want. He got a movie role. He was in a movie role, and he got this, whatever. We progressed it a little bit, not as high as I would like to go. I want to do reality TV.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I really wanted to go, reality TV. But it's just we had some. I had some offers like from Dina Murray, who produces like Real World and Road Rules, and those are the producers that they called me, and we were talking, but like nothing ever materialized. And then other smaller groups called me, but nothing materialized off of that. But
Yeah.
The interest was there. We just couldn't make it. Nothing was able. We just couldn't make it work.
Right. I've read the
For whatever
WWE.
reason, it was all on them, huh?
Yeah, I've read the WWE Network is coming out with the Legends House. Has Iron Sheik been contacted for that? That would be classic TV.
Yeah, the Iron Sheik. Yeah, the Iron Sheik will be in Legends House.
Oh.
It's already been taped.
Oh, it's already been taped.
That was taped about a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
That's all done already. The Sheik will be there. I won't give away what his role is in the house yet. But he makes a guest appearance in the house.
Good.
So when he was there, and just whenever it airs on television, you watch it and see how it plays out. It's fun. It'll be a fun little thing. My other associates that handle the Sheik, brokered that, the Megan Boys up in Canada, so they help do his social media and stuff, all that stuff you see on social media.
Mm-hmm.
And Sheik works with them all with the social media stuff, Twitter, and, all that stuff.
Yeah, I read notes from the conference call Vince McMahon had, and it looks like the WWE Network's going to start in the late 2015.
Oh, in 2015.
Yeah, they pushed it to 2015.
All right. Well, that's another year. It's a year away. Over a year away.
Right. So.
Year and a half away. Well, a lot can happen between now and then.
Right. Maybe they'll air it, on another show, so we don't have to wait another year or two. So.
Yeah. So listen, it's good. It's been an exciting ride with the Iron Sheik. I mean, the Sheik is just when the Sheik is on, he's the best in the business. You know, when it's just when he's on his game and he does his thing, I don't think there's anybody that can touch him.
I agree.
It's just when outside, when he's bad, when he gets out of control, it's very hard.
Right. I was always an Iron Sheik fan, but when he started doing the shoot interviews at Howard Stern, I became a fan times 1,000. So.
Yeah, it's just some of those interviews are classics.
Right. I mean, I have a little brother who's 17, and he knows all about the Iron Sheik now.
Good. I mean, it's good. I mean, Sheik is a part of Americana.
Right.
Everybody knows the Iron Sheik.
Right.
Like everybody knows Hulk Hogan. Everybody knows like people from that era.
Right.
Greg Valentine. Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Jake the Snake Roberts. Everybody knows Iron Sheik.
You're right. Because I used to, for a living, I do real estate. I have tenants, and one time I had a bunch of wrestling photos. And one of the tenants didn't know anybody, but when he saw Iron Sheik, he goes, "Oh, it's the Iron Sheik." I go, "Yeah, you know the Iron Sheik?" Oh, he goes, "Yeah, who doesn't know the Iron Sheik?"
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. A handlebar mustache and his accent and everything,
Right.
and his character. It's terrific.
Mm-hmm.
It's terrific. It's just listen. I've been lucky that I've been associated with him for as long as I have. It's been a great ride. I know him. I know his family. His family's real good. There's a wonderful family that takes care of him. And supports him or whatever. Does real good by him. So it's good. It's just we're all real lucky.
And your company is
we're lucky that he's around, still around.
right.
So.
Right. And your company is named
And
ES.
now he's
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, and now he's pretty clean and sober. I mean, he doesn't really do, he's cleaning himself up a little bit.
Yeah. Does he still do occasional interviews? I really haven't seen anything lately.
Very rare. He doesn't, he doesn't really do that stuff anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Once in a while, we may, if I can get him back into town, we might do one more interview. But, he really doesn't do much anymore. He really isn't doing very much appearances anymore. Very, very rare.
And your company is named ESS Promotion, which is one of the largest talent agencies in professional wrestling. What could you tell our fans about your promotion?
It's www.esspromotions.com. I'm a corporation, LLC. I've been around 28 years. I've done pretty much every aspect of the business, from wrestling, which I sucked at, to referee, ring announcer, my early days, to working behind the scenes, doing merchandising, selling T-shirts and photos. And now I act as a talent agent or coordinator in wrestling, where I help book the TV names for various promotions around the country, with my home base or around here in the New York, New Jersey, tri-state area. It's been very lucky and blessed. I get to work with a lot of the legends and current guys just off television. And it's, we do like a little program I have here, keep everybody busy, and, it works out. It's good. www.esspromotions.com, and please check it out. I'm on Facebook, Eric Sims on Facebook, and also ESS Promotions LLC is my Facebook page. Twitter at ESS316. YouTube at ESS316. So I got my social media covered. I got so I'm pretty good. I got myself covered pretty well. So just check me out. www.esspromotions.com. Let's do some business together.
Definitely. What other big names do you work with, Eric, besides the Iron Sheik?
Let's see. From the Legends era, you got Honky Tonk Man, Brutus Beefcake, Demolition. Let's see. You get from the more current guys, Big Daddy Z, Carlito, Hurricane, X-Pac, Kevin Nash, Vader, Rikishi, Eugene. Let's see, who else? I think of.
A lot of big names.
Tommy Dreamer, Coco Beware, George the Animal Steel, Devon Dudley, Chavo Guerrero. So, I got a whole bunch. I deal with about 80 to 100 guys on a rotating scale, so it just depends on who you want. But I can get anybody you need, or if I can't, one of my colleagues who I work with can. So, between me and my colleagues, we have everybody covered as far as talent-wise to fill your need for whatever wrestling talent that you want that you can't contact yourself.
Right. That list you just gave me, that's like a true Hall of Fame list right there. Demolition, Kevin Nash, X-Pac.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And, I'd love to do, get my stars for like weddings, birthdays, special events, grand openings, voiceover work, acting roles. So, if anybody's in need of a wrestler for, those things, and also for wrestling related stuff, wrestling shows, autograph sections, that type of stuff, www.esspromotions.com.
Oh, I'm going to have to contact you for my birthday. That sounds like a hell of a party.
We'll have a good time. We'll bring a wrestler out to, where in Texas are you?
I'm in Houston.
Houston. So, yeah, right in Houston, there's a whole crew of people that live right in the Houston area too that we could,
Yeah, Ahmed's having a big birthday party in June. He's inviting Rikishi and a couple other guys, and he invited me to that party, so it should be fun.
Awesome, very good.
Yeah. Do you do business with Beetlejuice from the Howard Stern? That's one character we always love.
Occasionally I'll see him, but no, I personally don't. I know his agent, his manager. I could call him anytime if I want to use Beetlejuice, but I personally don't do anything with Beetlejuice.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to say to your fans, Eric?
Oh, well, I'd like to say thank you for supporting me and on all my talents, and I wouldn't be in business without all the great fans. So again, I thank you very much, and I couldn't do what I do without you guys. And I hope to see you guys at the matches, and come support me in whatever wrestler I have in town at the show. And I'll take care. I give everybody good deals all the time. So just come support us. And again, thank you, and thank the fans for supporting ESS Promotions and professional wrestling. Let's keep it going.
Thank you, Eric. And this is George from WWF Old School Talk on Facebook. Almost 18,000 fans strong, all old school. And it's been a pleasure, Eric.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure talking on the phone with you as well.